Hello, my Saturday morning friends. Yesterday we started talking about morals, and I had a discussion about this last night. So I think that morals are fixed, right? Homer and Plato would have dialogues and debates along with Aristotle about moral relativism versus moral absolutism. Nietzsche would jump on that train too. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think there's a single culture on the planet that consumes its own children. And the reason is because if they did, they would cease to be a culture. Also, I don't think anybody has to tell you not to have sexual contact with your siblings. That kind of goes without saying. Generally, people don't also tell you, you know what, it's probably not a good idea to murder people for money. Now, granted, there's outliers in all of these things, but those people tend to have wiring problems, and they end up in places where they probably shouldn't be and generally don't have any sort of guilt behind it, because that falls into the realm of sociopathy and psychopathy. And the truth is we're not sociopaths and we're not psychopaths, which means if we were to really become the thing we found repugnant, the thing we hated, the probability that we would self-delete is very, very high. And in the alcoholic community, I believe that a lot of that is really the reason that so many people kill themselves. Becoming the thing they find repugnant. Which means, in order to prevent myself from self-delete, I have to create an entire story, a comprehensible, not incomprehensible, valid argument and rationalization so that I can lower my morals so I don't violate them. And in doing so, I don't have the shame, the excruciating pain. And so when I do an inventory, I look at a moral inventory. It's not checking my morals. Well, I didn't kill anybody. No, it's looking at my behavior, which is the way ethics manifest. And as my behavior goes down, and I get to my bottom behavior, which, by the way, they call incomprehensible demoralization, which means you've lowered your morals so much you can't bear to make excuses for that shit anymore. And then we reverse engineer. I work my way back up. I say, this is the argument I made that lowered the moral to this stage where I was able to do this. And then this is the argument I made to lower that. And this is the argument I made to lower that. And that was the argument I made to lower that, and so on and so forth, until I work myself back up to my optimum moral standard, my authentic morality. That's what I need to inventory.